Craig Reaume of Reaume Chevrolet, Buick GMC in LaSalle tells us this show was the biggest ever. Last year's show drew 280 cars, and this year there were slightly more than 300. All proceeds went to the MS Society of Canada. Here's a look at some of the cars at the show. George's beautiful 57 Chevy convertible. Garrow was here with his 57 Chevy. Oscar was here with his 36 Chevy. And Pete's 41 Chevrolet. Not all cars were Chevrolets though. Ralph's 36 Chrysler. And Norm's 32 Ford Roadster. Here's a beautiful 66 Mustang. Under the hood is a 289 with plenty of power. And there's Ray's 34 Chevy. And Sharon's 32 Ford Rat Rod. Sharon fell in love with this little pickup the moment she saw it. There's Richard's 65 Ford Fairlane 500 Sports Coupe. This car was made for only 1 year and not many were turned out. Pat's 62 Corvette. Another nice vet next door. And that looks like Dave Chevelle. Here's Wayne's 55 Chevy. A fun-looking rat rod. Roger was here with his 37 Chevy. And more cars at the Reaume Car Show. What a nice looking Rebel, in excellent condition. Here's a wraparound look. There's Jeff's 54 Ford. We'll take a closer look at this car a little later on. Brent's 67 Camaro. And George's Valiant. You know, every so often I like to feature a car at one of our shows. This time, it's Gary's 1936 Chevy convertible coupe. He's owned this car for a few years and really enjoys it.
I just saw a picture of it being advertised on the internet, and it caught my eye. I always liked these old 36 series cars.
Gary says he instantly liked what he saw, and I have to agree with his judgment. This car was fully restored when he bought it, no work required. A couple of years ago, Gary's car won the Poly Award at the Amherstburg Gone Car Crazy Show. It has a Sony PlayStation playing all the hits of the 50s. Here's a look at the dash with all new gauges and an automatic transmission. Under the hood sits a 502 Chevy engine. It turns out 502 horsepower. And Gary says he's not afraid to let it go when there's a clear stretch of open road. A nice touch is the original rumble seat. That's a quick look at Gary's cool 1936 Chevy convertible coupe. A highlight of the Reaume show is the raffle. Everyone hanging around hoping their ticket is drawn. Craig and the gang have been putting on the road tour and car show for several years, and all funds raised go to the MS Society of Canada.
Thank you very much.
It's a worthy cause, and of course everyone holding a ticket is hoping to be a winner. So many good people and beautiful cars at this show. Here are a few more. There's Tom's new 32. I had a chance to talk with Tom. He was staying cool in the shade. Now here's a second look at Jeff's 54 Ford. He's owned it for about 8 years. It was restored and customized by his son. The car features a Continental, bubble skirts, side pipes, and dummy spots. Here's a look at the interior. It's got all new gauges, an automatic floor shift, and bucket seats. For variety, a few drag cars were here as well, like Bob's 1923 Ford and Kim's 55 Chevy, and other drag cars too. There's a quick shot of Jim and his 66 Mustang. We saw this car earlier in the video. Jim has owned the car for 17 years. It's got a 3-speed on the floor, and he really enjoys driving it and coming to car shows. But now, it's time to say so long. So long, Don. We'll see you at the next show. There goes Tim and his 66 Corvair. Mason in his 39 Ford. Steve in his Chevelle. And Brian in his 61 Pontiac. Time for me to get out of here as well. I hope you enjoyed the Reaume Car Show. Thank you for viewing. And as always, we'll see you at the car shows and cruise nights.